It all started on a cold autumn night at the turn of the last century. So the story goes. Mary Hardwick was the beautiful daughter of the Reverend Hardwick, notorious drinker and reckless gambler. She was loved by all, and there wasn't a man in town that did not desire her hand in marriage. But Mary was betrothed to another, a stable boy named Jack. One evening, Mary returned home to find her father deep in a heated card game against the greedy and powerful Earl Ebenezer III, and desperately out of money. As a final attempt to reclaim his losses, the drunken reverend staked his daughter's hand in marriage to the ruthless Earl. The Earl accepted. The reverend lost. Mary was devastated and was forbidden to leave the walls of the Earl's mansion. But the lovers would not find their happy ending. The Earl had the boy killed. Jack's body was never found. She was buried in her father's cemetery. The dark forces had other plans for Mary Hardwick.
Mr. Lobe?
It's okay, Frederick. Stay right where you are. I'll let you know when the fella comes out.
But Mr. Lobe, why do we have to come out in the day? He's a vampire after all. Should we have got him at night?
Firstly, Frederick, it's a reverse vampire. A completely different entity altogether. Second of all, attacking at night would be very rude, not very sportsmanlike. You wouldn't expect a respectable vampire to attack you at night, would you?
What's reverse vampire?
Ah, you see. As seasoned paranormal investigators, we should know exactly what we're up against.
And?
Reversus vampiris, or reverse vampire in the King's language. They're the complete opposite of a standard vampire. They only come out in the day, moonlight kills them, they're all highly religious, and they absolutely love God.
How do you kill one, Mr. Lobe?
It's always killing with you, isn't it? It's always shoot first and ask questions later. Well, it's not really a problem. I mean, most of the things we kill are already dead anyway, but that's beside the point. If you must know, though, to kill a reverse vampire is the same way you'd kill any ordinary human. Except a stake to the heart won't work. And setting them on fire just gives them a nasty rush.
If I shot one...
Oh, for heaven's sake, Frederick! Ah, that's your cue, Frederick.
Mr. Lobe, I thought you said they like garlic.
Exactly, Frederick. Well learned. That's for you.
Wait, I'm bait?
Precisely, Frederick. They'll never expect you to be bait. Now, go out there, find that relentless daytime killer, whilst I find somewhere safe to observe from. Okay?
When he does this?
Frederick. If that is your real name. What would you do without the ever-infuriating Edward Lobe?
How do you know our names?
You always answer a question with a question.
Do you?
Enough of these questions. I have led the pair of you here away from the authorities, so I would not be caught. You see, now you will perish!
Terribly sorry old chap had to do that, but you left me no choice.
Edward Lobe, as I exist and breathe. You truly are a fool revealing your position to me. I never thought it would be this easy to kill you both.
Oh, you're stronger than I thought you'd be, for a fat man.
No, Mr. Lobe! I'll slow it down.
It's all right, Frederick. I've got him exactly where I want him. Frederick.
Now go and pin him down.
By the power invested in me by Department 14, formerly Squire's Templar, I'm placing you, suspect Reverse Vampire Smith, under arrest. You can and will say anything you like to do, but anything you will and can say will be used against you in a court of judicial law. Do you have anything non-threatening to say?
Once I have killed your ward, you will be next.
A simple no would have sufficed. No, Frederick, don't!
Mr. Lobe?
Ah, well. All's well that ends well, eh, Frederick? Another case successfully solved. Now, do you want to clear all that up? We'll need it for evidence. Well, I do believe a cup of chamomile tea is in order, Frederick. And then... on to the next case.
phallus.
Mr. Spew.
The trip wasn't too uncomfortable, I trust.
I've had better.
Well, economy tickets aren't cheap, you know.
Yes.
In fact, they're very expensive. Your plan failed. I'm still having a problem with Lobe.
Really? What's wrong with it?
Not that Lobe, you idiot. Edward Lobe.
Oh, him. Yes, well, we're all having trouble with Edward Lobe.
He's getting close. Far too close. That reverse vampire we sent after him ended up biting the dust, figuratively speaking.
Well, what's it got to do with me?
Lobe is a problem that will cease at your hands.
Your hands?
My hands.
Your hands?
Your hands.
My hands?
My hands.
Your hands?
Your hands.
My hands?
My hands.
Your hands?
No, your hands.
Your hands?
My hands.
Your hands?
My hands. Your hands.
My hands?
My hands.
Your hands?
No, your hands. I didn't get to be boss of Asylum, doing my own dirty work. Get rid of Edward Lobe.
It'll be a bit tricky. I haven't tried, you know.
Well, then kill him!
All right, no need to shout. I shall do it.
Good. Because you know what awaits you if you don't.
Yes. A smaller packing box.
Good.
Still can't quite get over the fact you killed that reverse vampire, Frederick.
I didn't mean to. He was trying to kill me. It was self-defense.
Well,
Besides, I can't die now. I'm getting married in 11 days.
what did you say?
I'm getting married in 11 days.
Frederick, you'll be my ward now for nigh on 20 years. Why didn't you tell me sooner?
Well, I would have done, but it's hit or miss with you. It's hard enough talking to you as it is. Things are always trying to kill us, you know?
I suppose I'm invited to this soiree of yours?
Of course you're invited. I need you to give me away.
Well, as you have no legal father, I'd be more than honoured to. But first, I received this letter.
What does it say?
It's from Department 14. The Major has a job for us to do. How about one last job before the happy day? Oh, incidentally, what's her name?
Cheryl.
You know, I was married once.
Oh!
This location is ideal. Asylum can't afford decent transport, but at least they invest the rest of their money wisely. Like I said, this place is the perfect haunt, especially with the spirit that's attached. Edward Lobe won't know what's hitting. Where do I sit? Long now.
So what does the letter say?
Oh, well, the Major wants us to investigate a paranormal disturbance in the local area. pretty routine. Shouldn't have any worries.
Only a matter of time.
It'll be like that time we went to Amityville. Oh, that was a laugh. I promise I'll have you back for that wedding in no time at all. Unless we die.
Bugger this, I'm gonna be late for my bridge club.
It should be around here somewhere.
Oh, wait. Can't we come back tomorrow? I mean, they might be out.
Frederick, this is official Department 14 business. We're not popping around for a social call. We're not going in to have tea and strumpets with the vicar. No, we've got to go in there and paranormal investigate. Go on, do the honours, knock. After you.
I've got a really bad feeling about all this.
You've got a good right to be, Frederick. Hold that. I just took a gander at this letter again. Now, to the untrained eye, this is a letter from Department 14, no? However, upon closer inspection, check out the stationery. This logo has been drawn in by crayon. Now, my friend, it looks like you and I have been akbarred. Do you know where we are, Frederick?
No.
Neither do I, but I have my suspicions. It's as I feared. It seems, Frederick, that you and I have stumbled upon Hell House. It's not just a scary name, you know. They call it that for a reason. Now, Frederick, do you know anything about Hell House? Anything at all?
I don't think so, Mr. Lobe, but doesn't it say in your little book?
Ah, I shall check the lexicon. Indeed it does. However, this isn't my handwriting. I can't remember writing this at all. How odd. Well, whatever happened here happened over 100 years ago, which is 7 years for a Chinaman. According to this, anyone who stays in Hell House will be dead before dawn.
That's just a story. Right?
I hope for your psyche, you're right. Otherwise, we're both in a very leaky boat with no form of propulsion on a river of feces. Right, you stay here. I'll be right back.
I'm getting married in 11 days.
Now Edward Lobe really will be dead before dawn.
Indeed we are in Hell House. If I can remember how we get out of Hell House. Maybe there's something upstairs that might help.
Can't believe I let him talk me into this. Hell House. All mine usually, but I'm getting married in 11 days. And again, it's not so bad.
Well, I can say that this room has been thoroughly investigated. Now, if only I could remember the legend of Hell House. How to get out of Hell House. Wait a minute. It's coming back to me. Like that check from the Inland Revenue. That's something to do with a bride. Not unlike that Cheryl character that Frederick's marrying. Perchance, there may be a connection. Do you mind? Now, where was it?
Mr. Lobe! There's something downstairs!
Did it look like a bride?
Yeah!
A bride, you say? Are you certain?
I'm certain it was a bride.
What did she look like?
She had a dress on and she had this hair.
A bride with hair, you say? How very odd. Now, Frederick, from everything you've learnt off of me, what do you think you should do next?
Kill the bride.
No, why would you kill a bride? How do you kill a ghost?
Well,
exactly. What we need to do is figure out why she's trying to kill us. Well, she didn't try to kill me. I mean, all she did was scream a little bit. What did she do with you?
she just like appeared.
And then what did she do? Did she attack you?
No.
Did she try to suck your blood?
No. I ran off before she could do anything like that. Which she would have done.
So, she's done nothing at all.
No.
Nothing even remotely scary. Just screamed a little bit.
Well, I'm scared. That's scary enough.
Like spiders, ghosts are sometimes more scared of you than you are of them.
I'm scared of spiders.
Me too. What was that noise? I think we better go investigate. After you, Frederick.
Mr. Lobe.
Of course, Frederick. This is a perfect character-building exercise for you. Please open the door.
Mr. Lobe. There's a knife missing.
Don't worry, Frederick. I'm sure the ghost bride has just got it to cut a ghost wedding cake.
I'm not sure about all this.
Nonsense, Frederick. Remember, we're seasoned paranormal investigators. Wait a minute. Frederick, I found something.
You go first this time.
Yeah, I'm impressed you suggested that. You see, in these spectral haunting situations, it's usually the person in the back who gets killed first. It's very brave of you, Frederick.
Ah.
Mr. Lobe?
Yes, Frederick? Don't worry. If you don't move, it won't attack you. Curious. I may have misjudged this situation, Frederick. No!
Mr. Lobe!
There. That should hold her.
Mr. Lobe, I thought ghosts could walk through walls.
Shh! I know that, and you know that. I'm just hoping that nobody's told her that. Now, I'm going to go and sneak upstairs and scout ahead. You wait there. You see, with spirits, Frederick, there's always something wrong with them, and you've got to figure out what that something is. You're very much like a doctor in this circumstance, and they're your patient. So, your patient today, Frederick, is a deceased bride. Now, why would she be so angry?
Because she's dead.
Well, yes, but no, what I mean is, people when they die, they move on to a better place. But some people, just some, Frederick, they stay behind. Now, why did the bride decide to reside?
Because she never got married?
Exactly, my noble steed! Or, to be more specific, she never got a chance to marry the one she chose before she died. Now, out of everyone in this house, who here hasn't been married?
Well, there's me, but I'm getting married in 11 days.
Well, you see, we've got a slight predicament there, Frederick. You see, we're not going to manage to last to the end of the evening, let alone 11 days. You see, we've got precisely 1 hour before we die. Now, one of us has to get married to this bride. And I've already said, Frederick, that I can't.
So...
Have you got a ring, Frederick?
No, but...
Don't worry. I always carry around a spare wedding ring, just in case you need to marry a murderous bride of some kind. Right! Now all we have to do is find that bride and lure her out somehow. What's wrong, Frederick? You look a little sad.
Cheryl's gonna kill me.
Well, she'd be beaten by the murderous bride that's going to kill us tonight. Well, don't worry, Frederick. I mean, you could always marry again. I mean, you could get an annulment. I'm sure you're not going to sleep with this bride, are you?
Won't have to, will I?
Well, it is your wedding night. She's probably expecting it. After all, it is your wedding night. I'll give you the same protection that I've been using since I was a lad. It's given me 5 healthy young boys. Now, we've got to locate that bride of yours and get you married. What are you so sad about, Frederick? Cheer up! This is the happiest day of your life! You're getting married today! Not in 11 days, but today! Now, go out there, find that murderous bride and marry her. I'll stay here and secure the location. Hurry back.
Bridie? Bridie High? Bridette? Wife to be? Honey?
Silly ghost. It's no use. You're just like the rest of them. You think I'm going to kill you before dawn?
You're not?
No! I'm trying to protect you.
Huh? But you threw a knife at Mr. Lobe and everything.
That wasn't me. That was Hatman. The theatre man with his theatre tricks and beady eyes. That wasn't me.
Who?
Hatman! You know the one I'm talking about. Pinhead. He's been watching you the entire time and setting traps for you around the house. I was screaming to scare you away, to protect you.
But you're the bride of Hell House. You screamed at us and everything.
Sir, look around you. There is no Hell House. I have been dead for over a century. At first, yeah, I was all stabby and stuff, but I've grown now. I was brought here by the Asylum. They caught me and brought me here. And yes, I am a bride. Can you tell? I'm trapped here just like you are.
Oh, I think that's where I'm supposed to help you. Or you help me.
Frederick, you're so sweet. You don't even know my name.
Bridie? Hang on. How do you know my name?
Your friend kept calling you it. I thought it was rather formal. I suppose I'm the ghost of Mary Hardwick. Stuck here on the plane of existence until I'm reunited with my loved one. I've been waiting for a very long time.
Mary, what if I was your beloved?
But you're not.
Yeah, I know that, but like, for technicality's sake, wouldn't that help your soul rest in peace?
But you're getting married in 11 days!
Yeah, I'll just have to let Cheryl kill me instead.
So you'd really help me then? You'd help me find my Jack?
Of course I will.
You are the kindest man I have ever met in over a century. I haven't killed bloody vengeance. Frederick, thank you. You know, if only I were 100 years younger and alive, I think I'd be rather sweet on you. Ask me the question.
Will you marry me? I'll give you this ring as a symbol of his love for you, but I will honour and obey, even though death do us part. Something. I can't really remember the rest.
I do.
So, do we?
you do, don't marry that ghost bride. I found another way. This way you can still marry that Cheryl girl you're so keen on, and we can all live happily ever after.
That won't happen.
I'm too late, aren't I?
Yeah.
Well, I guess you won't be needing this after all.
How did you...
Never mind.
So you found another way?
Oh yes, it's totally irrelevant now, of course, but I dug up the remains of this young chap. I guess it was her lover. I haven't got time to go over the dental records now, but seems pretty feasible.
No, she said this is a completely different house altogether.
And who the hell is this guy? What bothers me most of all, Frederick, is someone had to set us up. It had to be somebody evil. But who? Who the hell are you?
Oh, he's the bad guy.
What makes you say that?
He's got a hat.
You've got a hat.
So have you.
What's your point?
He's got a bigger hat.
Your logic is sound.
Ah, Edward, my old nemesis.
Nemesis? I'm sorry, but I can't say that I know you.
But we've fought him 8 or 9 times now.
We went to university together, man. I've been your rival since the age of 3.
Sorry, you're not really remembering anyone with a hat.
That time we were in Switzerland, at the falls, and we all fell to our seemingly deaths.
Not ringing any bells, I'm afraid.
How about the time you investigated that hound that I had painted up? It was terrorising the village of Exmoor.
No, completely clueless. Sorry.
You must remember that time when I genetically engineered the blackberries in your Aunt Sally's back garden. They transmorphified into those triffid things.
You?
Yes, me. You almost fell into my trap. Indeed, it was you, Edward Lobe, who was supposed to marry the gal.
Ha! Well, that's where your fiendish plan was always set to fail. You see, I'm already married, and in an English judicial system, we could not get married again. So eat those genetically modified gooseberries, or loganberries, whatever genetically modified berry you want to make. Ha!
Fair enough. I'll just take Frederick's soul instead.
You can't take Mr. Lobe.
Don't worry, Frederick. He's bluffing. Really? You can do that?
Frederick has betrothed himself to the bride. Therefore, if I kill him now, he will be forced to wander the earth forever.
Oh, yeah.
I was told to eliminate you, Edward Lobe. And after I've finished with Frederick, you're next. Once you're out of the picture, nobody will be able to stop us.
Us?
Asylum, you fools. It was relatively simple to set up this residence as a haunted house. I brought it off quite a lovely couple. Well, I say bought. I killed them and buried them in the basement. Then I added one ghost bride to capture your soul. Sure, that didn't work, but it would have if it hadn't been for your dog Frederick. Getting you here, however, would have been a lot harder had I not had help from Asylum. Slipping that letter into your pocket at the graveyard. Well, that would have been tricky. Especially considering you'd have recognized me instantly. Wait. Never mind. I'd set up magnetic traps all over this house using my superior knowledge of science. How ironic it would have been for a paranormal investigator like you to have been killed by something that wasn't paranormal.
That's not ironic.
Yes, it is. You may have survived the Ghost Bride of Hewtown, but I have prepared for every contingency. What you failed to notice while you were so busy with the Ghost Bride was that I have planted a plethora of explosives all across this house. Edward Lobe, you truly will be dead before dawn. One flick of this switch, I'm kablooey.
It's okay. See, Dr. Phallus, you've made one fatal mistake. You see, you brought a control box to a gunfight. Now, I'm going to read you your rights and you're going to come in nice and quietly. Frederick, hold this.
I never got a chance to tell my mother. I love her.
Right.
Mr. Lobe. Run!
You're quite right, Frederick. We shouldn't delay any further. We shouldn't be dilly-dallying around here whilst he might have set off some explosions. No, this villain learnt the hard way not to meddle with science. It is a not easily tamed creature, I can tell you that. I knew all along that this wasn't Hell House, but I couldn't let him know that, or he might not have told us who he's working for. Now my suspicions are confirmed. I know who the enemy is. Right. Let's get the hell out of here. Well, all's well that ends well, eh, Frederick? Another successful case job done. What's the matter?
Mr. Lobe? Am I still married? Or, you know, because I did give her the ring and all that, and I had to kiss her and everything, and she was really sweet and all, but, you know, I'm in love with Cheryl, you know, and... I hope this fulfills my vows to you. I'm just sorry I didn't get to know you better.
What's wrong, Frederick? You seem to be uncharacteristically down. Has it something to do with that Sharon chap?
Cheryl? She packed her bags and left this morning.
Oh, I am sorry to hear that, Frederick, but she didn't suit you anyway. I'd much prefer if you courted a young lady like a Margaret or a Prudence. Did I mention I happen to have a niece called Veronica?
Mr. Lobe, you know Dr. Fowler said that when I die, my soul's now going to walk the earth for eternity. I mean, was that true?
I think I hear a phone ringing. Stay here! That's the Major. He's got a job for us to do. Tell me, Frederick, what do you know of the Bogey?